Mic check one. Hello? Was anyone there?
Cool. What's up, Goldie? What's happening, man?
Man, I'm trying to wake up.
Yeah, I
It's,
could tell, man. Most people are going to bed and you're getting up.
I know it well. It's midnight, so just trying to get in that midnight mode. Usually,
Yeah.
I'm a napper.
Okay.
So usually, I take a nap before I hit the streets. If I go out at night, but I didn't get a chance to nap. What did I do?
So what is a usual night for you, man?
These days?
Yeah, well, yeah. I guess we might have to do a little pre and post COVID, huh?
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but I don't know if I go out, I'll go out. I'll get some drinks, hang out, try to hit up a bar, do some music shit, maybe. Maybe I'll drive around, try to get some rides. I lift, make a little bit of dough. Yeah, that's it. I don't really stay at the house too much unless I go to sleep. I go to sleep early. I wake up early. So sometimes I might fall asleep a little bit early. But
Well, were you able to take advantage of some of this COVID time where, most people kind of pretty much forced to stay home, man? I mean, was that any of that help you towards writing or working on some music, taking some time to yourself to just put towards your craft? How was that like?
yeah, it was cool. I got a chance to. I recorded some music. I record myself so I could just go. Whenever I feel like recording or creating, I just go to the basement and I just start recording. But I'm always recording.
Yeah.
It don't matter that I'm by myself.
So nothing
now.
changed.
Not really.
Not really,
I'm
other than
always,
just not being able to go out and play music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not being able to. Well, it gives you a chance to kind of shut down and reboot.
Yeah.
Kind of figure out where you're going and where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Where I want to go. I had the opportunity to kind of figure things out. So
Okay.
it's things changing, man. It's fucked up out here. So
Yes, it is.
Just trying to figure out how to maneuver through these times and what's the next step.
So how have you evolved in this time? I mean, what's kind of the new approach? Obviously, playing music venues is a little hard to come by these days.
Well, you gotta find shit online.
So have you been able to do some of the streaming? That's been pretty popular.
Yeah, I've been doing some streaming stuff, some stuff for Marta. Marta asked me to play covers and whatnot, and I'll
I
play
think I
a
saw
cover.
that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think I
and
saw
I'll
you
send
post
it
some on your social
in.
media. Yeah.
I've been getting it in. I booked a gig for the R Bar. That's a bar that's open in Edgewood, so we're gonna start playing there Saturday nights. And that's just getting back out there.
Nice.
And yeah, it's a lot of online shit going on. It's cool. Creatives, and artists, we're gonna find a way to create, and consumers gonna find a way to consume. That's just how it is, especially in these times.
I definitely think this event has somewhat changed how people consume for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
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 Well, if you don't mind, man, if just for myself and any new viewers, if we can kind of go back in time and just talk about, where you're from, how you got started, and work our way up to the present. I know you're from Ohio originally.
I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Born and raised.
Born, and I was there.
Raised enough to be a Bengals fan.
It's hard to be a Bengals fan, man. Nah, I love the Bengals.
Because it's easier to be a Falcons fan. I mean, come on.
Yeah. It goes hard both ways, baby. Bengals ain't been good since the Icky Shuffle. The refrigerator.
Woo.
But I was there. But I left when I was, I guess, maybe 8, 9, 10. Went to school here. My mom moved me and my brothers out here from Cincinnati. My pops, he followed. My pops is a musician. He plays blues.
So you would say that's where you learned or was inspired to pick up the instrument and start playing?
Not inspired to pick up. Well, I used to want to play the drums. He played the drums.
Yeah.
He would always have a drum in the basement. But I wasn't really good at it, you know, with my feet and my hands at that time.
Yeah, I got
So
that
I
same
didn't-
problem.
yeah.
That snare and that, I mean, the hi-hat and the kick just can't seem to
Yeah.
separate.
I can get it. You know, I'm all right now, but it wasn't a natural thing for me at the time. So I wasn't singing. I wasn't playing instruments. I loved music though. He introduced me to a lot of all of the blues and the jazz stuff that I would have never been introduced to. But I didn't start doing music until I started, you know, rapping. I heard hip hop shit. That's when I really started getting into music more. So I would sing a little bit for my pop, but I didn't love singing until later in life.
Okay.
You know, because I couldn't sing. I couldn't find my voice. But I could rap. I was always good with words.
Wow.
So, you know, I would rap. I was a dope rapper. I got a record deal. And
How old were you,
then
if you don't mind me asking?
I was 20s, in my late 20s when I got
Okay.
my record deal. And
So how were you when the music started, when that was like kicking into you and this is what you want to do when you...
I started doing music in high school. I started doing rap
Okay.
shit in high school. I was
So you were building that craft and then
Yeah,
through
it was
your
a
20s
long
you were able
time.
to...
Yeah, I was doing it for a
Okay.
long time, and I was working with a lot of people. And then eventually, I got a record deal. Then I lost the record deal, and then I stopped doing music. And then I started playing guitar. You
That's the
know.
first time you picked up an instrument?
Yeah, first
Wow,
time I picked
okay.
up an instrument. I stopped listening to music for a long time because I was just frustrated and I
Yeah.
was bitter.
Yeah.
So I picked up a guitar. I taught myself how to play off of YouTube.
Man, I tell you what.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
It's out there, bro.
And then I just started singing, and I found my voice, and I just, you know, it just grew from there.
Yeah, you definitely have a distinct, unique voice,
Yeah.
which really I think helps you stand out. That I noticed listening to your music, man. And I think it's really cool because of the fact that the industry is so oversaturated, and a lot of times people do. You like start hearing music, and you're like, oh, okay, I kind of heard that before too, you know. But I got, you know, compliments to you for finding your own little thing there, you know, and having something that really sticks out.
Absolutely, thanks. You gotta be you.
Yeah.
Yeah. People always tell me, they used to tell me, or they still tell me that you sound like you when they hear my music first and then they meet me.
Yeah.
They get all excited because like, oh, you sound like you talk like you rap or you talk like you sing on the song. You sound exactly something like you're supposed to. You're supposed to sound that way because it's your voice, you know.
Yeah.
It's just, but I don't know. Some people want to sound different than how they really sound. So
You know, we gotta find what works for you.
yeah.
You know, first and foremost, and if it works for you, cool, and to each their own. Yeah, I noticed too. You actually, speaking of rappers and things, when I was doing some research, man, I was really, I wouldn't say surprised. I was more excited when I found out you'd done some songs with Scotty ATL,
Yeah, Scotty was
Big
a good
Crit,
friend.
and particularly Scotty ATL personally for me because he was one of the few hip hop artists that I really early on was like excited to get to know and hear about because my dealings with Smith's Old Bar, I've always been really impressed with people who, you know, understand the game about bringing people out to a show, and that's what really gets, you know, it's just bringing people out to a venue is hard enough as it is, and he was one of those people I realized that got it, you know, not just being great at music, but just the package around
He's
it,
a
man. So it's
businessman.
kind of see working with him too, you know.
Yeah, he's a business. Scotty always had his own label, cool kids, and he always had his own imprint. He always was doing grills. He always had his shit on the side. He's always driving a nice whip. Even when he was just, you know, Scotty before the ATL. I knew him way back then, and he was always bigger than just music. He always had merch, you know. He always was talking about the internet and the website shit before it was even popping like that. So, yeah, man, he's doing good, and I love Scotty, man. He's dope.
Yeah. How do you speaking of labels? Because you know, you mentioned that you've had your experience with being on a label, and then talking about Scott ATL having his own label. Um, you know, where do you feel today? Do you even feel record labels are even necessary in today's times?
No, they're not necessary. The regulate was just a bank.
Yeah.
They just gonna loan you some money with bad interest.
Yep.
That's it. So
Want it back, interest free.
yeah, you just gotta work hard. Resources is there for you to do it yourself. I'm bad with money, man. I'm bad with business shit.
I don't think you're the first artist that's had that problem,
yeah,
bro.
I can admit it that it's at this point, and it's like,
So really, what you need from the record label is just an accountant.
yeah, and I'll take the money,
Yeah.
but I didn't want even when I shouldn't.
Yeah.
And that's the bad thing. It's
Yeah.
it's like, and that's what most artists do, because most artists are bad with money because we're creative.
Yeah.
We're just thinking about creating. Sometimes I wish I could think about money and all of that more, but it just, it don't really mean that much to me. So
Just ends up getting in the way anyway. So
yeah, you give it away, and I don't know. Money never made me feel like it is. It made me more. It's like I am who I am, despite whether I got it or not.
Right.
So no, I never really equated money with happiness or money with progress.
right.
So
Well, let's also talk about too your album. It's the Assassination of Gold. How did you come about that name?
I was going through a time in my life. It was dark, and it was like, man, shit wasn't going good, and a lot of, long nights and early mornings, and I felt like I was losing a lot of friends. A lot of things was changing, and I don't know where I heard it from or where it came from specifically, but I had started already making the records. I started a couple songs, and it had the same feel. It was just, it was real personal. It was real personal, and I was producing a lot of it myself too. And then, I don't know, I heard assassination from something, and I was like, assassination of gold. I was like, oh, it's dope. It's kind of how I feel. It's like a rebirth. Killing myself. Just to come back stronger.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the underlying meaning.
Sounds like that, like not just a rebirth, but reinventing yourself in a way. Based on what you were talking about before, and then
and also people trying to assassinate my character. And this is what you get when you take everything away.
Yeah.
Take all of you take the gold, you take the bitches, you take the cars and the money and all of the material shit, and this is what you got.
Yeah.
This is the purest form. The assassination of gold. What you gonna do now? So that was it, and that's the feel you get when you listen to it. It's a movie. It's a good album, man. I listen to it, and it takes you somewhere. It takes me somewhere every time I listen to it. Even though I created it, it just makes me feel some kind of way. So
yeah,
I'm proud of that.
And you produced all of that yourself?
I produced, about 90% of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Walk me through some of that process of like your songwriting process. I mean, it's just, is it different every time? Some of it's the same. You got like a little bit of a ritual you go through, or, it's one of the things you just wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, I got a song. I got to get down.
No, I usually wake up in the morning and I'll get coffee and I'll stretch and shit and I'll do my morning shit, and then I'll put on a beat, or I'll pick up the guitar and I'll just start creating. And then I'll come up with a word, maybe come up with a hook, and I'll work with that until I don't got that no more. And then I'll go to the next beat. Then I'll start working with that. Then I'll go to the next beat.
Yeah.
I'll come up with something else with the guitar, to the next song. And that's how I create. I could be writing a song for years.
Yeah. So you got a lot of
So
unfinished
it's
stuff
just
just
yeah,
in there. Yeah, me too. bro.
exactly. You go on the computer, it's 1,000 songs, just a verse, or just a piece of a beat, or
Yes.
just a couple of words in there. It's like, what
Some
is
like,
this?
what the heck was this? Yeah, I feel
What
you,
is
man.
November 24th? It was raining cold outside.
Yeah, very much the same problem.
Yeah,
man.
so I mean, I love that process though. I love continuing to create and never giving up on an idea. You know, that's my thing. I come up with ideas, and I feel like if I just keep working it, something's gonna come up.
Yeah.
You know, something's gonna come. When I hear a nice track that I like I got a track right now I've been listening to for 8 months.
Really?
Hadn't come up with nothing.
Huh.
But I love it. I love the
Like you
music
talking
so
about
much.
You've got the arrangement and stuff, but you just don't have lyrics.
I ain't
for
got
it yet?
nothing. I don't got
Man,
no arrangement, no nothing. I just hear it, and I know that makes me feel some kind of way. I was like, oh, I love this beat.
Yeah.
And every time I listen to it, I like, I'm come up with something. Nope, that ain't it. Go to the next one.
Yeah.
The next day, I listen to it again. Start from scratch. Nothing.
Yeah.
Go to the next one. So it's gonna come though. It'll come.
You write or freestyle most of it? How are you combination of two?
It's writing, but
Yeah.
it's sometimes it's in my head. Sometimes it's with a pen, paper.
Right.
But
Right.
I would never say it's freestyle.
Okay.
You know, I'm not a good freestyle. I used to try to freestyle when I rapped.
Mm-hmm.
And I suck at freestyle, man. I can rap my ass off, man, but if you get me out there freestyling, man, I don't know, man. Don't work out.
Well, what's next? Do you have a new album coming up anytime in the works? What could people look forward to coming up?
I got some new music. I'm just gonna put out new music.
Yeah. Now you gonna do albums? Or you gonna go with singles?
I don't know. I don't really know.
How do you feel about that? You know, a lot of people have gotten away from albums. I mean, I guess if you're kind of more of a bigger name, you can really put an album out there. But it seems like a lot of the more independent artists, newer artists, are just dropping singles left and right. How do you feel about that?
I think it's dope to create an album because the album is like it's kind of like it's like a movie or like a season, you know, if you want to put it that way. Yeah, it's like the full, it's like it goes full circle. That's what an album does, you know, and you just throw singles out there. They just like kind of small moments in time that don't really attach to anything else. But when it attaches, it's doper. But monetarily, yeah, it makes sense to just put out songs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you don't really, I guess, heed to one or the other. It's just kind of what flows with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna do what feel right.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't think it matters. I really don't think it matters. I think that you put out a dope product, make it accessible, and if people know about it, it'll get popular.
Right.
You know, if people don't know about it, it'll sit there. If it's not really good, it won't get popular. You know, I think it's just simple. I think it's really a simple. It's not a formula.
Sorry.
To really to go out here and get famous. You just gotta make good music consistently for a long time.
Yeah.
A lot. You just gotta do good for a long time. Just like anything else. Just like any job. You wanna become the boss, you gotta start as a janitor. Then you gotta move up to the fries. Then you washing lettuce. You know. Then you on the cashier, and you're at the window. You know, you gotta move up. You can't just and that take years and years and years, man. Somebody told me like it's 10 years in before you even can think about going out there and trying to get any money doing this shit. So if you out here thinking it's gonna be overnight, or
I think that's the
this and that.
misconception of that whole overnight is the idea that most artists have already put some time in, and it just seems like overnight to us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because they finally got with the right people that were able to put it out there, but nobody really talks about the 10 years it took to lead to that moment,
But nowadays you can see that because I discovered an artist yesterday, and I looked him up on YouTube. Oh shit, he got 4 albums already out.
Yeah.
But this new album is what's popular now, so it's like, okay, now I see you've been putting that work in.
I think
Now
social
it's
media
working
helps with
now.
that too. There's like a history there.
Exactly, just like people they discover me. They look it up. Oh, Gold Griffith. Oh shit, it ain't just this new shit. You got old shit too. Okay, let me catch up. So, gives us a chance to catch up and to look back at what you did that maybe wasn't as popular as what you're doing now, and see where you came from, and that's dope to me.
Yeah, I believe you can find all your music on Spotify, iTunes. I think I actually downloaded your album on iTunes.
Yeah,
I have that app, so I showed you some love there, and pretty much you're on all those social medias as well.
Yeah, just on everything. I'm on Instagram the most personally.
You do. I like your Instagram, man.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, man. I love watching you through your Instagram. I love the stuff you do where you like pack everybody in a room and do the song.
Yeah, we're gonna do some more of that.
Yeah,
we got a lot
man.
of those coming. I'm gonna start doing a lot of covers. I'm gonna sing
your Tennessee Whiskey was a good one too, man. I mean, you do some good covers too, man.
Yeah,
that's a good
man.
song
we got
too,
some
though,
good
man.
ones coming. But yeah, man. If you want to reach out to me, hit me on my DM, and
So do you? I mean, obviously you write and produce too. Do you do stuff for other people as well? I mean, people can hit you up for some collabs and other stuff, or you just kind of doing your thing?
No, I love working with other artists.
Yeah.
I'm definitely open to working. So, absolutely.
So definitely reach out for some work. I feel you, man.
Reach out, man. Reach out. Ooh, what time? It's midnight. We in here. It's like what's my boy's name? The After Dark. What's that show? Carson Daly.
Yeah.
I feel like we had Carson Daly.
Yeah,
man.
I do
God
appreciate you coming in.
Nah, say.
I'm still working for a living, so I'm wrapping up my shift and trying to squeeze in an interview with you.
We
So
all working for a living.
thank you for taking the time with me, man.
Get me back out here in these club hours. I need
Yeah,
to be up.
yeah.
This
Well,
shit's
also
gonna-
thank you for being my first artist to interview, man.
Ah, it's beautiful, man.
So
That's
I really
dope.
appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
And
Absolutely.
if down the road, I'd love to get you back on here and we can just talk some more, your current events, things like that, and just just trying to get people to know people, man.
Absolutely.
So-
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, man. I'll let you get back to what I want to expect some
Let me
sleep
get-
if you
let me
need
get
it,
back
man.
to this marijuana and this
Oh,
whiskey.
my man. Well, thank you, buddy, and we'll talk soon. All right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Oh, that was good, dude.
Dope.